Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on and wait for him to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against it all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should have changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I thrive when it's showtime, everybody watch. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight.
I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater, and what a night it's going to be. It's Lawrence the Sauce Coley. This man won the WBO Cruiserweight title and hasn't ruled out a move to the heavyweight division. Alexander.
This bout is scheduled.
A lot of trash talk between these two. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same, as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. Just missing with the uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Coley in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
On to the second round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Good counter punch. Nice job to block that uppercut. Good counter-punching. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Missing with the left uppercut. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
This round's... Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see.
Let's talk about a Coley in that last. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
A perfect counter shot. Got out of the way of that right hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, we knew this was going to happen. Some taunting. There's a counter shot. He blocks the right uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Punch, counter punch. Can't score with that right uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about a Coley in that last round. And here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Missed him with that uppercut. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That uppercut can't get through. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
He blocks the uppercut. Nice job blocking the hook. No rest for the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about a Coley in that last round.
You're switching off.
And there's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
So much firepower here. Nice counter shot. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Just misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about a Coley in that last round.
Big deep breath. Big deep breath.
This is the beginning of round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That jab won't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
These two were made for each other. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. And that will do it. What a victory. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the...
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up.